Yo, what's going on? Mike from Mike Talk Sports. After years of irrelevancy, the San Antonio Spurs have been thrusted into international spotlight, with Victor Wembanyama being arguably the most hyped up prospect in NBA history. But not too many people are familiar with some of the other San Antonio Spurs, and in my opinion, there is a sleeping giant on this Spurs team not named Victor Wembanyama who is set to have a breakout season. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking down Devin Vassell, and let me tell you guys why he will break out in 2023. If you haven't been paying attention to the NBA preseason, I don't blame you, but Devin Vassell has been arguably the best player in all of preseason. Not only is he shooting above 60% from three, which is obviously not sustainable, but nonetheless, it's very nice to see. He's had some very nice performances as he scored 21 points in 21 minutes against the Heat, and he also scored 25 points in a single half up against the Rockets. Also, something significant of note that has come out of the preseason for the San Antonio Spurs is the chemistry between Devin Vassell and Victor Wembanyama. There's been a number of times where Devin Vassell and Victor Wembanyama have been really nice in the pick and roll together, and overall, Devin Vassell has gone to the media and said he's already had a significant amount of chemistry with Victor Wembanyama all offseason, and he's already absolutely benefited from the gravity that Victor Wembanyama has on the court. So let me break down Devin Vassell for you guys now. So he's a former 11th pick in the 2020 draft out of Florida State, and he really did not get much opportunity in his rookie year, which is a staple and a classic of that Greg Popovich stubborn system that really does not allow their rookies to play all that much for the most part. But he stepped up in year 2 and looked really good with 12.3 points per game on 36% from 3. And then last year, he took another nice step up, getting about 30 minutes per game. And in those 30 minutes per game, he had 18.5 points per game, 3.6 assists per game, 44% from the field. And for a guy who averaged 7 threes a game attempted last year, that's a really nice field goal percentage. And every year of his career, he has improved that 3-point percentage, as last year it was at 38.7%. He also put up solid numbers on the defensive end, as he averaged 2.1 combined blocks and steals per 36 minutes per game last season. As you guys could probably tell already by watching this video, he's a very confident and good three-point shooter with a very high release and a quick trigger. He also has a 6'10" wingspan, making his shot up against guards in the NBA damn near impossible to block. That extra length also really helps him around the rim, as he's able to attack the rim and consistently finish over guards in the NBA. He's also shown a really nice mid-range shot thus far into his NBA career, as Devin Vassell really is a 3-level scorer. Now, does he attack the basket all that much in the half court? No, he doesn't. But this is something I expect to change from Devin Vassell, and overall, this is something that he will improve upon, as he really has not gotten a significant opportunity to not only have the ball in his hands, but to also be the primary player on the Spurs to be handling the ball in the pick and roll. And that's again something that's going to change this season, as he's the day one, number 1 starting point guard on this Spurs team. In breaking down this starting lineup for the Spurs, it's extremely interesting. Even though Devin Vassell is primarily a shooting guard / small forward, as he's 6'5", 200 pounds, he is going to be the point guard for this team. And the fact that he's the smallest player out there really gets me excited about this Spurs defense. It's very clear that Greg Popovich isn't all that confident in his offense, but he's extremely confident that his defense could be one of the best in the league, which is the avenue in which the Spurs will take in order to win games this season. I also expect his role as a passer to significantly increase this season. He's shown flashes at being a good passer, and last year he had several games where he had 6, 7, 8 assists because of his role on the offense being expanded. And considering they just got a generational talent on the team, that's only going to help his assist numbers. Overall, I think he's about a league average passer at the point guard position, which to me will certainly be good enough to dish out a lot of passes to Victor Wembanyama. I do expect his role on this offense, though, to be primarily a scorer, as he almost averaged 20 points per game last season, not even getting 36 minutes per game. So as his minutes continue to increase, I fully expect Devin Vassell, with higher efficiency on his three-point shot this year, to establish himself as a 20-point per game scorer in the NBA. Now let's transition over to the defensive side of the ball, where I get so excited about Devin Vassell, specifically his fit with this Spurs team. The fact that he's given the opportunity to guard the opposing team's point guard is going to be an absolute cheat code. At 6'5", 200 pounds, with a 6'10" wingspan, it's going to be so hard to shoot over Devin Vassell. Not only this, but he is very laterally quick, and overall he moves really well out on the court. So not only will he be able to keep up with any point guard in the league, more importantly, he's going to be an absolute menace when it comes to shot contention. And coming back to the offensive side of the ball for Devin Vassell now, he is a very good off-ball mover, and whenever he isn't going to have the ball in his hands, I expect Jeremy Sochan to step up and be a very good sneaky passer for the Spurs. In this huge lineup that the Spurs will be running out, as Zach Collins is set to be the 5, Victor Wembanyama at the 4, and Jeremy Sochan at the 3, the Spurs will be running so many off-ball screens to get Devin Vassell open on 3, which is only going to help his offensive game. As so many people are really excited to tune into Spurs basketball this season, I think people will be shocked at how good Devin Vassell looks, and he'll establish himself as one of the better scorers at the point guard position in the entire NBA. Thanks for watching today's video of Mike Talk Sports. Let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on Devin Vassell, and do you agree with my take that he'll establish himself as a 20-point per game scorer this season? If you enjoyed today's episode of Mike Talk Sports and listened till the end, I really appreciate it, guys. Smack that like and hit subscribe.